I'm here to talk to you about teacher rounds, and the way this came about, the instructional rounds, is that we've been working with the framework, as you all know, the Tiger framework, and I am working with an instructional coach that comes in frequently and visits with me in regards to the framework. One of the things that we decided to do is to look at teacher or instructional rounds again. I know we've done them in the past, and I'm not sure they were very focused. I've asked a group of teachers to help me in regards to this effort. And the reason we're asking for teacher rounds again, or instructional rounds, is because it's about collaboration. It's about improving the craft that we have, and that is to teach our students. We want to become better teachers, and we want to find better ways for our students to learn. And so we decided to collaborate a little bit as a group and develop some questions that have a particular focus on what we're looking for. In this first round, you'll hear from a group of teachers as to what we want to focus on in regards to watching another teacher teach. What it's not an evaluative tool. It's not looking for how many students are actually engaged, how many students are chewing gum, how many students are asking to go to the restroom. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking to answer the question that we have. And as they explain to you here in just a few minutes, you will see what we're gearing toward, what we're focusing on. I don't want it to become a compliance initiative. I do want us to improve our instruction from it. And so we will be asking you to conduct teacher rounds or instructional rounds again. And it's not an evaluative tool. I want us to be able to improve what we do in the classroom each and every day.
Thank you, Mr. Hernandez. We're the teachers that he was talking about that have been working on this project with him, and we wanted to introduce ourselves real quick. My name is Nicholas Copeland. I teach computer science, and I'm the student council advisor.
My name is Ashley Herrera, and I am the math department head, and I teach pre-calculus and math models E.
My name is Kelsey Taylor, and I teach English 4, AP Lit, English 2, and I'm also the English department chair.
Hi, I'm Amanda Wallace, and I teach Family and Consumer Science. I teach Interior Design and Interpersonal Studies.
So what we're going to do now is we're just going to kind of walk through, I guess, what this would look like and some potential questions you need to ask your person that you're observing and just kind of all the little logistical things. Okay, Nick, so whenever you come into my class today, we're going to be analyzing an image.
Okay.
And so the students are going to write down all the details of the image, and then I'm going to start asking some questions after they've really looked at it for several minutes. So I'm going to ask some level ones because I feel like they're necessary to get to my 2, 3, 4. But I basically want to make sure I still get an ample amount of 2, 3, 4 questions, if you could look at that for me.
So keep an eye out for the higher level ones.
Yes,
Okay.
and just know level ones are necessary to get to where we've done because they've never looked at this image before today.
Okay.
So, but I want to get to 2, 3, 4.
Cool. All right, I'm looking
All right,
forward to it.
thanks. Okay, you guys, so now that you've looked at this image, we're going to start kind of picking it apart. So I want to first look at details. What details do you see? Just start shouting them out to me. Diverse ethnicities. Good. What else? Okay, very good. So there's a lot going on. Okay, it's a pretty complex image. What is the title? The Golden Rule. How does the title add to the meaning? Like knowing the title, how does that help you make some more inferences here? The Golden Rule. So taking these things that y'all have said, how is a theme created here? So how do we go from here, these details, to a universal theme? What's the universal message that we all need to take away from the image?
The actual text on it.
Okay, so if you had to put it in your own words, then what would you say?
Treat others the way you want to be treated.
Treat others the way you want to be treated? Okay, you took those details in and kind of modified our first theme. Yeah, very good. So let me ask y'all, how does this image change if we take the text away? So it changes the meaning altogether if we take that text away, right? My class, let's take this to Frankenstein. How does this apply to Mary Shelley's Frankenstein? How does this image apply to Mary Shelley's Frankenstein? John?
Kelsey does a great job of asking a variety of questions, but also using previous level questions to reinforce her higher level questions. There was a point where some of the kids had gotten confused by her higher level question, and she backtracked a little bit and knocked it down to a level 1 question, which I thought was really neat. She also asked that question, how would we tweak it to fit her curriculum, which I thought was a fantastic question. All right, Kelsey, so that was really cool what you did. Today, what I'm going to be focused on, we're doing a whole new unit about elections.
Okay.
So I just want to know what they know and kind of see where they stand. So we're going to start with a raft, which is just a real simple writing deal, and then a Kahoot. And I just want to use those formative tools. I haven't really used them much, and so if you could just keep an eye out and give me any feedback on what I could do to make those better, I would really appreciate it.
Perfect. I look forward to it.
All right.
Thanks.
All right, everybody, so we're about to start our new unit on elections. So to get that going, we're going to do a raft assignment, and your role today is you're a founding father. Your audience is a Generation Z or a millennial. You're going to be tweeting this one out, and I want to know the topic of why should you vote. So I'm going to give you a second to write this prompt, and then we're going to share out here in just a little bit. You spelled it. When you, that's right. Okay, I saw some pretty cool tweets there. Would anybody like to share a tweet with us? Chris, I'm going to pick on you a little bit. Tell me yours, but tell us how you spelled it too, because I thought that was pretty good.
Okay, so in my tweet, I put the letter U, shouldn't vote. It hashtag divides all and creates corruption. Hashtag end political parties, don't at me.
Dang. Okay, don't at me. Well, not the way I thought we were going with that. All right, Kathleen, tell us about yours.
Mine is from Benjamin Franklin, the OG inventor. Vote not because you feel obligated. Vote because you know your purpose in this country. Your voice matters. Hashtag vote for America.
Got a hashtag. Nice. Very good. Ooh. All right, so we got a point of contention here. So most of us said candidate conventions, which they do play a role in the process, but why is can anybody who picked green, can anybody defend their answer for that?
The primaries is where all of the Republicans have been
Ooh. So this tells me that, two things I learned from this, watching you guys take that question. Took us a lot longer. We didn't just jump to an answer. Heard a lot more discussion. And looking at the answers, this is definitely something we're not very comfortable with. So as we go into our unit on elections, we're going to focus really hard on this topic because we're not quite there yet.
Mr. Copeland does a great job assessing the students' prior knowledge with Kahoot and the raft strategy and the tweets and asking them questions. I felt like through this little mini lesson, he was really able to see what they knew and what they didn't know. I usually use Kahoot at the end of a lesson, but I loved how he used it at the beginning to pre-test, and we use formative assessment in that area too. So that was a great job, and I'm definitely going to steal that from him.